what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. Check it out. We got the AZUSA or AZUSA, or I don't know how you say that. AZUSA Bladeworks Hellderado. How cool is this thing? Man. So I saw this a while ago and I was super excited that we were able to get this into the pass around. I will say right off the top, unfortunately, this blade is sold out. The OEM is Migron Knives, but man, how cool is this thing? And I really am kicking myself for not getting on the drop on this. I just wasn't able to pull the trigger at the time. This is a really cool knife. You have Vanax steel, micarta handles, and at the time that they brought this out, it was only $98. So $98. So you got $98 knife. And you could have had a free Cochise, which is another knife that they have for AZUSA knives. So let's check this thing out. All right, so right off the bat, we have Vanax steel and that nice micarta, which is slightly contoured. So you got a nice contoured handle. It is very thin with, I believe, a titanium clip, which is very nice. And I think that's G10. I don't know. I don't know what the backspacer is. They don't have anything listed, but it's cool. It is designed by Adam with AZUSA, I'm assuming. But you got that nice Vanax steel, which has this really nice gray PVD coated blade. So you have that gray PVD coated blade. This is kind of curved up here. It kind of has this little clip in it. You have the very aggressive jimping. That's my only thing about this, is that is a little aggressive, but it's done very well. The handle is fairly comfortable. It's got plenty of size, and that choke up position, guys, come on. If you're going to do choke up position, that's the way to do a choke up position. Check that out. That is just unbelievably great. And your thumb gets right there on the spine. And that, yeah, the jimping's a little bit much for me. But other than that, gee, this thing is really cool. Kind of that aggressive forward look to it. Done very, very well. Let me zoom out. Sorry, guys, having some connectivity issues. But there you go. Thumb studs work very well. There's plenty of access to the lock bar here. They do have very slightly roughed out that part of the handle, so you have access to the lock bar a little bit better. And it does give some excellent reach to the lock bar. Now, when I did the unboxing, I said some really dumb things. I was saying something about double detent and everything else. Well, it was because these two bars, and those are just the lock, those are just the stops. So that's just the stops. Those stop right there, and they come back and they hid in that part too. So they stop in both places. So don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me, because those are just kind of the blade stops. They're not anything other function than that. The lock bar and the detent ball are right in there. There you go. The detent ball is right there at the edge, which means as soon as I unlock it, you're right there. I'm on the detent ball already. And then as soon as you get to that point, that blade just wants to fall. You have that nice, heavy, larger blade compared to the handle, so it's going to just fall shut. My only issue with that is because you have this nice, large sharpening choil, right here, when that blade falls, you got to get your thumb out of the way, because blink, it's going to hit your thumb. It hits me right on the fingernail, which is good, but if I'm trying to get out of the way and I'm too slow, the blade will hit my hand. The action is amazing. There is no wiggle on the blade. It's just done so well, and just the action is really, really good. And I'm really kicking myself that I did not jump on this. You got the Vanax steel, micarta, and they have a couple other versions. Unfortunately, like I said, this is completely sold out, which is kind of a bummer. Let's look at the size on this thing. Overall, it's 7.62. So we're right over 7.5 overall. The blade length is 3.5. So that's from the tip to the front of the scale right there. The sharpened length is about 3 inches. How about some size comparisons real quick? We have against the Rat 2 and the Civivi Elementum. So obviously it's going to be a little bit bigger than those two offerings. And then of course you have the Spyderco Para 3. You can see the handle wise, the Para 3 is much larger than that, but that has much the size on the Para 3. So really, really cool. Man, I really wish I would have jumped on that deal that they had going on when they first came out with this. It's just taken me a while to get this in to take a look. But AZUSA Knife Works is doing some really cool stuff. And if this is the first one I've ever handled from them, Miguron Knives being the OEM, they did a really great job. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? You think, are you kicking yourself or did you grab one? I would love to hear your thoughts. So thank you guys again. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment or not. That choice is always yours.